Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new, warm welcome. And if you are liking it, just give it a big thumbs up. Comment, share, and subscribe if you like. Thank you. I appreciate all the love and support. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I thought I would go ahead and do this for today, and I'm pretty sure I have everything out in front of me. So I thought I would go ahead and make this video. So if you are interested, let's get into this. Since I'm kind of stuck like on deep silvery tones and berry tones, I mean, it seems like I kind of go back and forth, you know, between, you know, the berry tones and the deep silvers and the and then the tones that kind of, you know, go into spring and summer. And it's really hard for me right now to kind of, you know, pick one color to kind of, you know, like stick with, because it's either warm or cold. So I decided, you know, this was kind of more weather appropriate because it's kind of chilly today. It's like in the 50s and 60s. I'm not sure if it's going to get any warmer than the 60s, but you know, we're not here to talk about the weather. We're going to talk about, you know, some deep cold silver and some of those berry tones that I absolutely love so much. And I pulled out a different lipstick, and originally I had pulled out a different lipstick to go with this, and I'm trying to think, do I still have it in front of me? I do not. I'm trying to think, which one was it? Is that it? Oh, I can't remember. That's bad. That's very bad. It's like sometimes I have several different shades that are real close to the same, and is that it? Maybe no, maybe that's it. It's like way back in the corner. Yeah, that's it. Some of these this one that I couldn't wait to get because I really like deep, kind of like vampy shades. This is number 777 in Vampire Love. It's a cream coat. It's kind of like vampy, but a little on the berry tone, which I had on originally. And the one that I put on that kind of went more with the sweatshirt that I have on. I love sweatshirt weather. It's like a cozy weather. This one that I have on, it's more of a matte, and it is number 14 in Shameless. These are both really beautiful Revlons. I love Revlon lipstick. I love anything that looks good with my complexion, and either one of these will look really good with this. And I figured, what the heck, why not? So I pull a piece of tissue so I can swipe that off so it does not stain my skin. Some lipsticks do, so I'm just gonna wipe that straight off. I usually start my makeup with well rested, very healthy, well moisturized skin, and as long as it's well rested, that is definitely something that's very important. If you sleep well, you have an advantage because well rested skin gives you a nice wide awake appearance, makes things look really good when you're wide awake, which is always a good thing. It's always a good thing to be well rested. You know, I wish I could do that through the week. I mean, I don't know what it is. Lately, I don't know what it is. When it comes time to get back to work, it is like super hard. And I don't know what it is. It's like I feel really good over the weekend. And then when it's time to get back to work, it's like all of a sudden like, dang, I gotta get back to work. It's like my body just doesn't want to go back to work. My body has issues getting back to work. Don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. But I did start this morning with a Nivea moisturizer. And if you're familiar and you absolutely love that decadent thick cream, you know, it's in the blue jar. Absolutely love it. And then the Keo Dark Circle Eye Cream right underneath there. It's best to use an eye cream like that with your ring fingers, just a little bit on each of your ring fingers, and just pat it in there until it's well absorbed. Over top of it, I went for a cream, and this is an e.l.f. and this is in medium, and it's more of a peach toned of a corrector. Very nice. I'm not sure how long I've had this, but you know, it's still very good and goes with most of the complexion makeup that I use. It's really, really nice, and as long as you apply it the proper way, you go in underneath your shadows. If I can find the right brush here, if it's like the whole way into my jar back here. This sucker needs washed. Some of my brushes do need washed. This is an Etos. It's a double-ended. These things like shed like so freaking bad. It's crazy. The fatter edge for foundation and the smaller end for concealer. I use the smaller end, of course, you know, to dip into the concealer and just go right underneath the area that's kind of casting the shadows. If you've got those bluey look underneath your eyes, that's definitely where you need to go. Just go like looking straight downwards and then in underneath those shadows. If you go underneath instead of directly on, you will definitely see a difference. And if you need a really, really good reference, type into YouTube Wayne Goss makeup artist. He is very, very good at what he does. He is out of Somerset, Wales, and he's just absolutely amazing. So thank you, Wayne. I appreciate all your advice. Oh my goodness, he's like really, really good at what he does. He is just magnificent with his technique. I like how he does things. There are like several different options for different areas of your eyes that need different types of attention, apparently. And that's just one way I know that I got from Wayne Goss, you know, to kind of, you know, just go looking directly down into your shadows to kind of, you know, combat that area properly. I do not use a brush to apply foundation. That end I usually use to use for my contour, because it's a stippled end, and I just find it a lot easier to use that for contouring. Oh geez, I do need to sanitize my hands, come to think of it. Other things I have been touching. I have been having issues with the washing machine and either not the load not balancing itself, or not the drum not balancing the load properly or something, because or else, you know, I'm putting too many of those pods in. I'm not sure, but it seems like I have too much of the suds in there, so I ended up having to pull an extra rinse cycle to get all the suds out. So I'm just waiting for that to do its thing so I can put things into the dryer and, you know, finish the laundry and be done with it. Hopefully, when you have a teenager, you end up with extra laundry. Absolutely. Presently I am using the Rimmel Lasting 25-Hour Breathable, and it is a very, very nice one. It is a high definition finish. It is a medium coverage, meaning it is not thick. It is very, very silky. It's very almost like silk-like on the skin. It's very, very nice. And if you can still find these, like search engines like Walmart, they do not have them on the shelves anymore. You can get them on the .com website. It's very, very nice stuff if you can find it. Or out of the way places like, I'm trying to think. Places like Marshall's or Big Lots have like stuff like this occasionally on their shelves. They are not like run outs. They're just, you know, like stuff that, you know, they just don't have on, you know, shelves of places anymore. I guess, you know, they're trying to get people to do more online shopping or something. I don't get it. This is the one in 201 in Classic Beige. And it does have sunscreen in it, so if you need something with sunscreen. There are a lot of them that have sunscreen in them anymore, so yes. This one has SPF 20. So if that's what you're looking for, it is a nice one. Really, really like it. When I go for brows, I have been using a brow kit. And if you're wondering, yes, I still use a beauty blender to kind of blend things out complexion wise. Brows, I've been using a kit. This is the Ultimate Brow Kit from Wet n Wild in brunette, I think it is. Dark brown, $4.98 in dark brown. Using both the wax and the darkest brown. I take the wax, using the powder first to fill in, and then taking a little bit of the wax to kind of just pat over it. Some mornings I just, you know, find myself doing different things, but you know, I'm a little backwards occasionally. I'm a backwards kind of gal. So it is okay. I use instead of, you know, the little thing that comes with it, little tapered brush from Lancome. Just a little in that dark brown shade. Little icon popping up. And then just pushing some in there. And then a little bit of the clear wax, like over top of it. Occasionally I'll use a little spoolie end of that other one. I use a Gimme Brow from Benefit in brunette, just to push it through there, you know, give it, you know, a little bit of strength to the brow. Your brow ridge kind of, you know, sits different whether you're a male or a female. Getting pop-ups from a friend of mine. And when you're considering your brow ridge, and I have to do a new video on this, consider some science. I had on my old channel, you know, makeup, color, and science is kind of like the whole forensic annals of it, you know. Women have an orbital and men have a super orbital. And it's all up in here. Women have something that's sloped a little bit further back, and it's a very, very feminine feature. And in the Tudor era, women would take and pluck the whole way back because they were so into this thing, this aesthetic looking thing of a sloped back forehead, because it was such a prized feature among Tudor women. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know how people can do it, but back then it was a big thing. It's a very big thing. Okay, After brows, normally I usually end up going into eye makeup. I ended up going into my Festival Feel Color Story and going for this thing called Vibrant. It is kind of like a dark, kind of a silvery shade. It almost looks like it has like a purple tone to it a little bit. I think that's probably why I pulled for it, because it has kind of like a purple tone to it. It's absolutely beautiful. It goes with a lot of things. When you do a color like this, you have to make sure to consider other shades when you're doing it. I need to pull other things out here anyway. Consider what else you are doing with this so that it harmoniously looks correct. I'm gonna go ahead and use another brush from Lancome. I love these brushes. They're really, really nice. I'm gonna turn on my mirror, but I'm gonna keep it on one of the darker settings so you can kind of like, yeah, I'm starting to pick up, you know, that purpley feel to it. It's really, really beautiful. So you're not just seeing, you know, deep silver, you're kind of seeing, you know, some flecks of purple in there as well. I love purple. It's just a beautiful royal shade. It's just so beautiful. Green and purple and gold, dark tones of silver are very, very royal. Those are the colors that I try to pull for. I like black, and that's why I usually pull for a black eyeliner. I think as soon as I am done with this video, I'm probably going to go take my medications so I don't forget about them. And I'll give you just one more sweep of this, you know, just to give it, you know, a little bit. You can probably see just a little bit of that silvery purple look. It's just so, so beautiful. I don't know how else to describe it. It's fantastic. Maybe you can kind of see it when I swatch it. Has some purple tones to it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I like this just by itself. I don't like it layered with anything. It's just perfect just by itself. I couldn't find another shadow in this palette that can actually go with this perfectly. So I take it by itself. It's really, really beautiful. So anybody, you know, that's trying to get a hold of me right now, they're just gonna have to wait, because, you know, I am doing this and they're just gonna have to wait. People need to learn how to be patient. Absolutely. Usually when I am done with any kind of eyeshadow, I go ahead and start lining. I do light and black when I do a shade like this. I start with a gel and finish with a liquid eye pen. This one is in ultra black. This one is in just flat black. I start with the gel. Use this little one. Just a wee little on the bottom there. And just starting out here against the top and push inwards. I don't want to mess up where I have already made perfect lines against the top, so I'm just gonna, you know, leave it the way it is. My lower lines almost always need, you know, just, you know, freshened up a little bit, just a little. This thing is absolute magic. I absolutely love it. The ultra black, these are the breakup proof, waterproof liquid eyeliners from Wet n Wild. These, I can't believe how Wet n Wild has just stepped up their game with certain things. Oh my gosh, really, really super nice. felt tip. Beautiful. I can remember when, just to clean up that part right there, I remember when Wet n Wild first came out, and it was kind of like touch and go. It's like finding things that were okay, and then stuff that was maybe middle of the road, some that was really, really crappy. You know, it just like any product, you know, that you buy, you know, it's like you buy for quality. You're gonna find things that you really like and things that you don't like, and you're gonna find, you know, pros and cons about any makeup line. I mean, I can only think of maybe one makeup line that I absolutely detested, and that was probably the Jane Cosmetics. I mean, their lipsticks were okay, everything else was kind of like, this stuff is terrible. The single pan eyeshadows from CoverGirl, I was not liking at the very end. I think I only have two that came out of mini makeup hauls that people gave to me that I still have, and they were recent, that I still like. I think I still have them because they were recent, and I know that are still somewhat okay. I even still like these little Almay things. They're really, really nice. I like this one the best out of both of them. This one looks really super smoky because it has like a silver for the lid. This one looks a little less smoky because that's kind of like a really, I'm trying to think how to describe it, a flat French blue for the eyes, especially if you have blue eyes. And oh my gosh, it just looks so, so good. You have to try one of those. Really, really nice. Mascara wise, I pulled out my Maybelline Falsies. I usually crimp even before I line, because sometimes if I try to do the opposite, I make a complete mess of it. Oh my goodness. And I also keep just a little flat card, kind of like just, you know, to put underneath there, just to catch any edges of the, not only the mascara, but sometimes the eye shadow, just so I don't get any shadow past here. Kind of makes a mess. I put a lot of this on my lashes, and this stuff I don't need a whole lot of, just a little bit, but this is one that I can actually travel with. It's the I think it's the other one that I have. I'm trying to think. It's this one, the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal, and my daughter gave me that one. That I don't recommend unless, you know, you're gonna go one and done. That's something I do not recommend to try to reapply, because it can make it look very, very spidery, and unless you like that look from Twiggy, you know, I don't like spidery looks. So this thing I can actually reapply and it doesn't look half bad. Dang, I like this eye makeup today. It just looks really, really good. I absolutely love it. I can always feel the difference when I take my medication the right way. Sometimes when I take it the wrong way, I can feel the difference as well. The prednisone, I can feel the difference when I take it either the wrong way or the right way. I still have yet to do another new contouring video, since I kind of, you know, got hacked on my last YouTube channel. And I use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Dual Contour Stick. This is in medium, number They make these numbers so that you can't see them. This is crazy. Or maybe it's just my vision. My vision is okay though. Plays tricks on me sometimes. 752A in medium to tan. I should be using the lighter one, but when I went to get the other one, it wasn't there. So I had to hurry up and get something. We were on our way out the door and I had to hurry up and pick something. So I had to like, this is the one I used to have like serious issues with, you know, with it looking orangey and kind of like, what's the word? Looking like it was oxidizing on my skin. That's it. Like it was oxidizing. But you know, as long as you blend it right, you know, it looks fine. Just contour in the appropriate places. Whether you're looking to raise the cheekbone structure or if you're looking to thin your nose, just contour in the appropriate places. If you have a round face like I do, the best thing to do is, okay, hold on a second. I have it somewhere. Okay. It's pink, but so what? I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this, like, pull my hair straight up here for a second. It's gonna look weird. I hardly ever pull my hair up on my days off. I like having it down. My husband likes my hair down because he likes long hair. To thin the face, right down through here, like down through the jawline, and cutting out the chin just a little bit, you know, since I kind of have, you know, the look of a double chin. Through here, you know, just to make, you know, the cheekbone structure to pop out a little bit, and through here a little bit to raise the forehead maybe just a little bit more, just, you know, for something interesting. I use a little bit against the side bridge of my nose, and I use this, no kidding, and I use this thing for a lot of things, just to kind of, you know, blend down the side of the nose, like right through here, to kind of push upwards and blend down the edge, just to thin down the bridge of the nose. I don't like my nose. I think that's the one feature of my face that I can't stand, is my nose. Oy. And I use a little bit of this. It's the Healthy Wear bronzer from Physicians Formula. This one's in light, looks very deceivingly quite medium, but it does, sorry about that, it does actually pull off looking kind of light against my skin. I have a weird skin tone. It's that Irish and German and everything else in there. Let's see here. On the cheekbones, I used a Luna by Luna. This is in Electra. Kind of a very, very pale shade of rose. Just right up through there. You can technically see it like right there. This is your highlight zone. This, if you push it this way, it kind of pushes light towards your eyes. Other places to highlight would be in here into your center star, your chin, if you must. I do not. The tip of the nose. That I do not do. I just don't. I think it's kind of, you know, weird. It makes you look like a clown. That's my opinion though. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. You want to call attention to the tip of your nose, then by all means. But the chin and the cupid's bow, the little area above your lip, which has slightly faded off. So just a little bit on your finger. A little bit of a sweep across your, right there. You can still see a little bit right through here. For a blush, you can probably see heavy on the berry tone. This is a Revlon, and I was only going to get one of these. My husband let me get 2 of them because they were in the clearance bins, and because they rang up $3, he let me get 2 of them. It's nice when your husband actually allows you to get stuff like that. This is number 33 in Very Berry. Believe me when I tell you, these things are very, very pigmented, so be very, very careful with them. When you get my fingers wet, you know, just to get off some of that highlighter. No, I am not going to go dipping my fingers into that after my fingers are wet, because that's just going to actually show you how vibrant and how, because I can show you that with that little brush again. That one little brush. A little bit, like right up in here. And using your finger, really right there. And you can use a regular blush brush if you feel like it, and sometimes I do that. Now when I used that brighter burgundy, you know, that Vampire Love, oh my gosh, that just looked so freaking fantastic, and I loved how it faded down, and it looked so super fantastic. But when it faded down, it looked more like this, so I figured, okay, I'm just gonna go with that other lipstick, that matte, that number 14, and that is in, again, in Shameless. And for the longest time, I swear to you, I hated matte lipsticks. But you know, sometimes those things that you detest most, you end up loving so much. And I know my friend Eve absolutely loves matte lipsticks. So, yes. Thanks so much for turning back. I'll see you in the next one. Love you so, so very much. See you soon.